What's up YouTube, God from N221 here, well met to coming here to online replay. This is a shorter video because we're playing on the steps, and it's once again basically showing you guys how to take over the steps. This time, well, we did last time was the Allies, this time's the Allies also. So we're playing with Nick and Lipton. They're both going to be focusing on the south. I'm going to be playing on the north this time. So in your 3v3, your goal is basically as the northernmost player is to take the fuel. And then what I like to do is I like to slowly kind of go up north again. But first I got to secure this pretty well. And then I'm going to slowly push up north and take the munitions, which are usually pretty unguarded. Yes, you go for the victory point, but it's really important you lock down both fuels early on, or at least one. My allies, Nick and Lipton, are struggling in the south. That's okay, because as long as I have a one fuel source we have, and that should really hurt the Wehrmacht. Anyway, we're playing as the British. I'm using the favorite doctrine of mine of the British so far, pretty much, is the Special Weapons Regiment. Definitely need more commanders for the British. Well, the US is finally getting some more commanders. They had 6 for like over a year, and that was just like it. This is going to be a duel between the Wehrmacht, OKW, and the British. And Nick is the Russians. So the Vickers is getting set up here. We're going to be ready to take on some Jerrys as they come across the field here. And I do have my troops kind of stationed, obviously, to capture that. But we're all in cover here to give us the bonus. We actually shoot more. We can shoot faster when we're in cover, which is kind of nice. So I'm saving up my, because I'm researching this. I've already researched this right now. Actually, I'm going to get a sniper early on. Now, this can make me pretty vulnerable because I'm trying to hold a lot of territory without a lot of units. So I do have, one machine gun here and just a sniper and a squad. So I'm very vulnerable for being flanked currently. You can see with the Vickers down here, it is pushing them back, and they are dealing with the OKW. They have taken the field, the enemy that is. But Nick does have snipers, and he's trying to navigate them, trying to figure out which targets to go after. They're trying to take my field. That is not going to happen. I'm going to push my unit up to make sure they can't capture it, and they're forced back there. Meanwhile, my opponent up north has put a machine gun in that house and is going to go for the munitions and the victory points. Now, because I'm doing the strategy with the sniper early on, I really need some more troops, and I realize that, so I'm going to try to get either an infantry section or an HMG. Unfortunately, all my stuff is coming right out of this. You can see on the map here, these X's, that's where units spawn. They're coming out of right here. And he is just pushing against Lipton and Nick over here. Now, I haven't really used the universal carrier in a while. We can get the Vickers, and I can also get the flamethrower, which is going to be quite good, but all it takes is the basic Panzerfaust, and this thing is basically worthless. So they're actually going to take the try to take the field down here. There's a machine gun though, so they have to be careful. Nick is once again kind of scouting. The good thing about Soviet squads though for snipers are they have 2 of them that are in that squad. So they'll actually be able, if you get one killed or so, you can retreat, which is nice. Especially with the British, you lose that sniper and you're basically screwed. So I'm gonna move up. I figure, okay, I have a sniper support here. We should be okay. My opponent's laying down mines and his grenadier squads and everything. So I have my sniper kind of crawl up here, and he's going to try to take out the guys in the house. And one thing I've noticed is that this guy is very poor at killing any units in the house. That's his first shot, complete miss to the roof. Second shot, complete miss to the roof. I don't know if he's just out of position, but he should be able to take out one guy in the house here. So I was talking to Nick about that, and he's like, yeah, the British sniper is not good taking units in the house, unlike the Soviets. Here's how I'm going to mess up here. I'm still focused on the Grenadiers here. I'm not going to see this other squad wrap around. Because I have infantry capturing points all over the place, I'm going to retreat. And I'm going to say, okay, my sniper's taking fire. I wonder why. I'm going to get into cover here. And he's just going to move up and kill my sniper. So I'm not paying attention, basically. And this is really bad because I'm going to lose my sniper, which is part of the early strategy there. So that was kind of a fail on my part. But I do have infantry sections here, and I'm grabbing another sniper. I'm going to make sure I don't lose that. I mean, he's not really holding, all his northern territory here. He's not really holding with that much. See, Lipton has his little universal carrier damage back here. So, I mean, I just got to hold the center, basically. And I know his Grenadiers coming, so I'm actually going to shift my MG. I figure he might try to flank me, so I'm going to turn it so it's like a much wider angle, more towards where he's coming. Yeah, just 2 Grenadier squads, basically. And these guys not in cover. I'm going to target that unit, try to get him suppressed. Rifle grenade, though, I thought that would absolutely wipe out my squad, and between the both of them, they almost did. Just taking a little bit of a risk here. I'm almost dead here with my MG here, but it is suppressing him. And well, I need to get that MG the hell back, but so far we're continuing to hold both fields right now. They are really pushing against Nick's snipers. You're trying to cut him off here, it looks like. But he has more snipers across the river. He's like risking losing a lot of, like 3 squads right here. He needs to pull back at this point, but yeah. So he lost 3 squads trying to get those snipers there. 2 Volkskrans and a Storm Pioneer squad. So I've taken this back, so that's good. I have a sniper out again.
New machine gun crew ready and waiting.
And I got another machine gun because I need to really lock down the field in the center here. But I'm also going to need to push back up against the north because they shouldn't have all this territory, basically. So another infantry section could probably help me destroy this up here. So I'm just going to start going towards munitions soon. But it's important I lock down this area here. My opponent, who I'm going against, the orange player, doesn't really... He's 2 Grenadier squads, basically, and a machine gun. He doesn't really have a whole lot. He must be floating some manpower. I think it's... Yeah, he's not floating manpower, actually. No, I think he lost a Grenadier squad. Oh, he's building all the fuel caches, so he has 2 fuel caches there. So they're getting 33 fuel per minute, while they're getting only 25, and they have the 2 fuel caches down. You can see Nick and Lipton are working pretty well as a team here. The Nick snipers have so far 17 kills. That's a pretty good use of the snipers so far. Much better than my sniper. So I figured, okay, the Vickers is just downright better than the MG42. And that's just a fact in this game. The Vickers is much more deadly against infantry. So I figure I might be able to actually kind of set up my MG and maybe beat his MG if it's in the house. Maybe. So I see that there's S-mines. Like I said, it's kind of stupid they have a sign here. It just basically tells any player who's even level 1, hey, there's a minefield, and here's exactly where it is in the square. Like, it's just get rid of that completely. You don't need to mark where the mines are. Like, they wouldn't have done that. Well, they might have done that in real life, but they're not going to, like, make it obvious. Anyway, he's made a mistake here. He just charged directly into me. Guess what? I have an anti-tank sniper. So they're kind of double teaming me here a little bit. You can see that first shot's actually pretty devastating here. They're actually going to wipe out my MG if I'm not careful here. So that's out of control here. Gonna get my MG back. And yeah, we were able to hold them actually. They're still hitting us with rifle grenades, but my sniper on the hill here, call us Captain Price if we want, through the rock is just sniping away at him. It's kind of a cool view. He's not careful, I'll pick him off completely. But yeah, good use of my sniper there, taking out that armored car there. And I'm going to have, these guys are still up here, I'm going to give them some support, but I'm getting some sappers, some Royal Engineers. I'm going to upgrade them obviously with the munitions, so with some munitions to get the hazard removal package, just to get rid of all the mines around here. And then we need to take some VPs, but right now we're doing a lot of work. You know, this is like the only map that has not changed since the beta on COH. Okay, Oka River, that hasn't changed either. I think at one point they put the victory point here and the fuel here. Maybe I don't remember. I mean, this map's been around since April 2013, maybe even March back then. I wasn't even in college back then. Now we're in 2016 here. COH 2, I think they're trying to make it have a really long shelf life, kind of, by making it so like they're gonna keep adding new commanders and new factions. I would have kind of rather preferred like a COH 3 maybe, and like it would be nice if they released the game with like I'd love to see. I mean, it's nice we have 5 factions here, but I just like the game to start to have like the OKW, the Wehrmacht. I love the Japanese thing. That'd be cool, or the Italians. I mean, I've been also in Poland for the Finns, right? How many times have I said that? We need the Finns in the game. We could have like a winter war campaign.
We're losing a capture point.
So Nick has a mortar here helping me out, which is good. And it's not just a baby mortar. It's 120 millimeter mortar. So yeah, the house is about to collapse. I'm going to take the munitions from my opponent here. So that munitions is falling, and this one's going to fall also. But he's pushing back to me in the center. But I have 2 snipers now, so let's go. Machine guns and snipers, a great combination that kills infantry, and Nick's also going to flank here, which is good. They pushed them off the island here, right? They're all the way back here. They have no fuel whatsoever because we've taken it all. Now all their munitions in the north is falling, so we're going to start hurting on VPs. I wish this rocket actually allowed you some kind of cover, so it'd actually shoot faster. So I'm obviously going to have to retreat from this engagement here, but I'm going to capture this point here if I can. But yeah, so far my snipers are on the hill. You know, we're going to keep engaging these guys here. Even if they're vet too, that's fine. They still die like they're conscripts. So they basically take out half his squad here. They're making a massive push on Nick here. And Nick and Lipton. They really need. We all have snipers basically. They really need to take this point here. Problem is they have pretty good defensive positions set up here, but Astut's is coming in. Wow, that wiped out a full squad. And smoke's going down. They're really pushing. And they're actually, I have AT squad and tank hunter section here. So I'm going to turn, Nick has 110 millimeter mortars. They're going to help support me in the center here. And I also have the snipers. So this is a no-win situation for the Wehrmacht here. They have a lot of units, but they're getting picked off quite rapidly by my snipers. Unfortunately, they hit that. I'm going to start targeting the officer here. So they wiped out my heavy machine gun, but I've taken the north since then. And yeah, we have all the victory points up there, so. Also, the push in the south isn't going too well. I mean, they kind of did some damage to the Stuka, but they're able to heal and reinforce. At least reinforce off of this. Which is good for Nick. Sniper who's almost dead. Let's look at the kills on these guys here. 14 and 8. And I have a half track. Let's decide to surrender. So let's see why they decided to surrender. If you look at the map here, they couldn't break Nick and Lipton in the south. Also, even when they tried doubling me in the center, Nick's mortars help support me by helping take out the house up here in the north. And Nick's mortars also help me in the fuel point here. So we controlled most of the map. We were able to get the fuel. We start making tanks soon, they'd be screwed basically. So that's why I decided to surrender. Again, to our opponents, you guys learned a little something on the steps about how to hold. Well, this kind of showing you how you can win easily against the Wehrmacht and German forces if you just hold that fuel early on, and really how you as a sniper don't give up. You can maybe get 2 more again, and that's what I did there. And they had a decent number of kills. Anyway, good game, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hi from T21 signing off.